What's up, guys? It's your girl Danny TV, and today I'm going to teach y'all how to make some juicy, tender chicken quarter legs. Come on, let's do it. So as y'all can see here, I got the water running. Let me shut it off so y'all can be able to hear me. So what I already did, I'm gonna show y'all. When you take the quarter, these are chicken quarter legs. When you take these out of the bag, the first thing you want to do is get you a knife, and you want to clean all that gook and the gut and stuff like that out of this part right here. Then you want to cut the booty off. I'm gonna show y'all how that looks real quick. Actually, I'll take that back. Can't show y'all because I tied up the bag already. But you'll know what the booty is. It's always going to be hanging from, I believe this is the spine. It's always going to be hanging from the spine. That little part right there, you always want to cut that part off. You don't want to eat on that. So, I already did that, right? So now what I'm about to do is I'm going to rinse them off and I'm going to go ahead and season them. But I want to show my pan. What we have in here, we got butter. I put butter at the bottom of the pan. We got onions and bell peppers, all that good stuff. And then this is the secret key ingredient to the tenderness, y'all. Italian dressing. So what I did was I put a little bit of Italian dressing at the bottom of the pan, and I put some water in there as well. Now, you can, if you want to, you can get you a whole bell pepper, like the different color bell peppers, tricolor peppers, and slice them up and put them in your pan. That's a lot of work for me, so I used to do it a lot, but now what I do is I get this. This is the Walmart brand, but you can get it from any grocery store or whatever. It'll say pepper and onion blend, so you want to make sure you get that one. And I also have my seasoning to the side. So what we're doing is we're using parsley, seasoned salt, garlic powder, black pepper, paprika, Italian seasoning, and last but not least, onion powder. So what also, I have the oven on and I put it on 425. Usually once I put my chicken in the pan, I will put aluminum foil over the pan, but it takes longer for it to cook that way. So now what I usually do is I don't even put any aluminum foil on top of the pan at all. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna slice up my onion. Make sure you slice that up. You can actually do the onion however you prefer. If you want diced onions, I like mine sliced. And I always get either 3 big jumbo yellow onions, or I would get 2 big jumbo yellow onions. And I always put some at the bottom of the pan, and then once I get my chicken in the pan, I sprinkle the onions on top of the chicken, in between the chicken, and most importantly, always put it up underneath the skin. So, got my water bath running, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna rinse these chickens off. I'm gonna show y'all how I rinse it off. I'm not gonna show y'all how I do all of them because it's gonna take up a lot of time. But this is how I rinse it off. You want to make sure that you get all up in there where you took the gut out at. You want to make sure you clean that chicken, rub it real good. I see some people use lemon, and then they rub, you can do that too if you want to, but I typically just run it under some cold water and get all that excess gook, is what they call it, out of there. And just wash it. Give it a little good rub down. And this is how you clean your chicken. Like I said, make sure you get all up in there, get all that excess gook out. Make sure all the blood is off of there. And you want to always make sure you run it under cold water. Don't ever run your meat under hot water unless you want to quickly thaw it out. Typically, I use hot or warm water if I'm trying to thaw out my meat. But when you clean it, you never want to use hot water because it can cook your doggone meat, you know? And you don't want it to cook like that because you're already about to put it in the oven anyway. So, we want to make sure we clean our chicken off really good. And I'll be right back with you guys, showing you guys how I season my chicken. Hey guys, we're back. Okay, so we got the chicken on cleaned up, got all that nasty stuff off of there, you know. So now what we're about to do is we're about to go ahead and season our chicken. We're about to use some paprika first. You can actually use whichever seasoning you want to use, you know, first. But I highly recommend that, see, with paprika, you want to make sure you use a good amount of it because paprika is what helps to darken the meat. And it also brings in some flavor as well. So we have 15 pieces of chicken quarter legs. I know y'all probably asking like, is that gonna all fit in the pan? Yes, it is. I'm gonna show y'all how to assemble that too. Italian seasoning. Like I said, you can go in whichever order you want to go in. You know, I always go in different orders. I never go in the same order. I'm just going to show you guys how I season my chicken. A lot of people over season their food. Now when you using like salt and pepper or like for instance, let me show y'all. So I have seasoned salt, Lawry's, okay? You don't want to over season your meat. You want to like hold it at an angle and lightly sprinkle, okay? Season it lightly. Don't go hard and get the throwing it all on there, you know. Let me turn this camera a little bit so y'all can see the other side as well. See that? Like I said, hold it at an angle and you shake, but you lightly want to season it. You don't want to go ham. Then we got the onion powder. I don't have a lot of onion powder left, but that's fine too because we got onions all in the pan. The onion powder and garlic powder is what definitely brings that flavor in. This is garlic powder. Like I said, you want to lightly season your food. And you know, if you like over seasoned food, hey, there's no discrimination on my end. Do it the way that you want to do it, you know. But my recommendations is that you don't overly season your food. Okay. So next we got parsley. Y'all saw a method, right, that they use with these when it's not coming out correctly. You can do like this. Yep. But you want to be careful with that too because the whole thing can come off. Just twist and turn, twist and turn, twist and turn. And bam. So now, most importantly, you don't only do one side of the chicken. You're going to flip it over and do the other side. Season the other side. It's a lot of work involved, but trust and believe. It's all worth it in the end. You got my word on that. Don't be scared of the chicken. Don't be scared to flip it over. It's not gonna hurt you. Okay. So as you can see, the other side is not seasoned. We have to season this side as well. We're gonna start off with some seasoned salt. Lightly. So I'll be right back when I show you guys the main key step to making your chicken juicy and tender. Alright y'all, so here's the secret key ingredient, right? Right before you put this in a pan, you want to, and it don't have to say marinade, because this one says Italian dressing and marinade. You want to get some Italian dressing. Trust me, trust me, trust me. You're not going to taste it. Once your chicken is done, you're not going to taste it. But you want to shake it up, give it a good shake. And I'm going to show y'all what I do. Squirt that Italian dressing on there. Trust me when I say it's going to be extremely tender and juicy and really good. And then you're going to mix it up. See how I just mixed that up like that? And let me show y'all my chicken. How it looks. Look at that. Tell me that's not going to come out juicy and tender. Tell me that. Okay, and then I'm going to do the other side. Don't be scared to mix it up. Put that over there in that sink. Y'all see how my chicken is looking? Look at it. All seasoned and real good. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna assemble the chicken into the pan, and accordingly, I mean, and then we're gonna put, what I usually do is I put some slices of butter underneath the skin, I put onion underneath the skin, and bell pepper. And trust me when I say it's gonna be really good. You want to start with the biggest pieces first. Okay, we're gonna put all the quarter legs that's shaped that way. That's basically going to the left. We're gonna put it that way. Okay, y'all see that? Chicken quarter leg that is going this way, we're going to put those on the second row. Okay, so now what we have next is the small pieces that are left, which is okay because we'll be able to get that in there. It's kind of like a tight squeeze, but it's maintainable, and the meat is going to be done, trust me. Alright, there you have it. All of the quarter legs is in there. Now, what we're going to do next is we are going to place the onion, butter, and bell peppers underneath the skin. Okay guys, so far I got the onions. I put the onions in underneath the skin. I sprinkled some bell pepper on top of the chicken. I didn't have enough bell pepper to put in under the skin, but I'm gonna just try to put a little bit in there. Sorry about the background as well. That is my husband on the phone. So next, right, we got 15 pieces of chicken quarter legs. This is what we're gonna do. You take a whole thing of butter and then you slice them. I use imperial margarine. So you're gonna take this whole thing and then you're gonna slice it into 15 pieces. And then that is when you're gonna put that underneath the skin. See how I'm putting it underneath the skin? Because it's gonna be real juicy and buttery. It's gonna be falling apart, but that's a good thing. You always want your chicken to be tender. I'm all over the place, excuse me, y'all. I'm just showing you guys how I place it under the skin here. And then you're going to open up another whole, I don't even know the terms for it, a whole stick. How did I know the terms for that? You are going to open up another whole stick of butter, and then that is when you're going to slice that butter up and you're going to place it on the sides of the pan and in between the chicken quarter legs. Like I said, the prep time, it takes a while, but trust me, it's well worth it. Because me and my husband, we're going to be up tonight. He took a nap earlier. I didn't. I'm fine though, and we're going to be playing cards and listening to music while the chicken is cooking. And we might go live, and let y'all see how we play cards and stuff. This is our couples day. We usually schedule times for self-care, and also we have stuff like couples day. So this is couples day for us. So we just gonna be spending some time together since we always be busy, So now what we're gonna do, like I said, whole stick of butter. I'll be right back once I show you guys what I do with that. Okay guys, so we back again, and like I said, I'm gonna show y'all what I do with this whole stick of butter that I just cut up. Place it on the sides of the pan. See, we already got butter at the bottom, and then that's another thing. If you're not a butter fan, that's fine, because let me tell you guys, one time I didn't have any butter at all. I literally forgot to pick up some butter from the store, and I was just ready to get started on my quarter legs. So I still got started, but you know what still made it juicy and tender? The Italian dressing. I'm telling you, that Italian dressing is the key ingredient, yo. And butter as well, trust me when I say that. But like I said, if you're not a fan of butter, also it might be a few people in here that's not a fan of the bell pepper, colorful thing we got going on here. That's fine too. But our pan, I lost my other glove, y'all, don't judge me. We are going to put our pan here on the bottom rack. Now you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I'm only doing it because I don't feel like getting in there and getting that other rack down. So we're gonna put this. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Most importantly, alright. So I forgot to tell y'all though. One thing for sure, most importantly, you want to make sure that you got 2 pans, okay? Especially if it's a weak pan. You can get you a real strong pan or whatever like that for probably about $4.99. But see, I went to Dollar Tree and I got my pans for $1.25. So I know that it's not gonna hold all that meat up, so I put another pan up underneath it. What you always want to do is make sure you take that sticker off the bottom of that pan because you don't want it to melt in that oven. Okay, and then last but not least, you want to make sure that you have some aluminum foil at the very bottom of your oven. Not the very bottom, but right here. You want to make sure you put some aluminum foil down there just in case the juices may happen to drip down into the oven or whatnot. So it'll be less cleaning for you. So let me make sure I got this in here. And then I'm going to be right back to show you guys the cleaning process after you prep all your food and throw it in the oven. Okay guys, we're back again. Disregard the bottles in the background, make sure I clean it. But what we want to focus on here is, let me get closer so I can show you guys. You see that sink? Look at all that. That is from the seasoning in both sinks. Even if the other sink looks clean, still need to clean it out. You want to know why? Because you can catch salmonella from raw chicken, handling raw chicken. So here we got our bleach. Like I said, I'll go to Dollar Tree, okay? You can go to Family Dollar to get you some real bleach, whatever the case is. It still does the job for me. This bleach is actually really strong. So, got some bleach. I got some dishwasher liquid. And this is what we're gonna do. Now pay attention guys. This is the cleaning process after you're done with making your meat, because you do not want to just put the stuff in the oven and walk off with a nasty sink and then you still got like excess seasoning on your hands and your hands still was handling that meat and that blood. So let me show y'all what I do. Now I take some dishwashing liquid first and foremost, and let me turn that on first. So I put that in the sink. As you can see, put it in both sinks. Then I take me, let's just say like a cap full of bleach, and I put it in the sink. So it can kill all of that, all the germs and stuff like that. A little bit more. Okay, and then you want to get you a dish rag. It got seasoning and stuff on there, but that's fine because it's gonna get clean. So you want to take your dish rag, and actually I'm not gonna use this dish rag for washing dishes either, because there's like cross contamination. It's kind of nasty because I'm using this to clean my sink out with. So I'm gonna replace my dish rag. Hopefully I got some more. Gonna put some dishwashing liquid on the rag. And then you're going to do like this, just so you won't go overboard with the bleach. Now you got bleach and dishwashing liquid. Now let me show you guys what I do. Clean out my sink. Clean all around it. Make sure I get all that seasoning and stuff up. You want to be a clean person in your kitchen. You don't want people to look at you like, ew, that's nasty, Then we're gonna run our water. We're gonna wash all of that off. Also, you guys want to make sure you clean your hands too. I'm gonna show you how to do that in a second. And you want to make sure you wash out your sink with some water. Get all around, because sometimes when you season your chicken, it gets around the sink as well. Alright, and then you was touching on everything, so you want to make sure you clean the faucet and stuff like that. Get that seasoning off. my rag is pretty clean now. See? All the seasoning and stuff is pretty much gone. Now, this is how I clean my hands. Now, if you are afraid to get bleach on your hands, I don't recommend that you do it. But this is how I want to be able to not have any cross-contamination. Also, most importantly, you will have seasoning up underneath your nails. So you want to make sure that you can clean that stuff out of your nails when you're washing your hands. Sometimes what I do, if I can't really get to it, I get my nail clipper, and I use that sharp piece that's in the middle of the nail clipper, and I just clean that stuff out. So I use dishwashing liquid in my hands, and like I said, if you're afraid of bleach and you don't like using bleach like that, I don't recommend you do this. But I put a little bit of bleach on my hands as well. Rub my hands together. And I just wash it all off. Okay? And like I said, get that stuff, try to get it from underneath your nails if you can. If you can't, just get you like a little the sharp piece of the nail clipper and take away all that stuff. This is why some people tend to just use gloves, honestly. Some people use gloves. I don't use gloves. I'm going to start doing that, being that it won't, be such a hassle with trying to get this stuff from under my fingernails. So yes, I do recommend you wear gloves if you want to. Just to avoid the seasoning getting underneath your nails and all on your hands and stuff like that. And now, I forgot guys, almost forgot. You want to make sure that you do these too. You want to clean this too, because this was a part of when you put, anytime you season your chicken, you always put these in a drain. Always put those in the drain. So to clean these, what I usually do is I put a little bleach on the rag, dishwashing liquid, and then I just go ahead and clean that. Okay, and then I rinse them off. Like I said, we want to avoid cross-contamination. I love cleaning my home, guys. I don't play that stuff. I don't like a nasty house, and I don't like a nasty kitchen. So now what you want to do is, if you have any dishes that need to be cleaned, you can put that in there. Dish water, a little bleach, make your dish water so you can clean your dishes. And then put this bag where we got it from. And then I'm gonna wipe my counter off, and that would be it, guys. I mean, I'm glad you guys stuck around to help me make the chicken, because you guys technically made it with me. So I'm gonna clean off my countertop. We're cooking with Danny. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can get notified every time I make a new video. Peace.